Hi, my name is Hector Sanchez, and in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to implement text candy into your CoronaSDK project using the Kwik Photoshop plugin. So before starting with the tutorial, let me show you what you're gonna need. So you're gonna need a copy of text candy, which you can get from x-pressive.com. You also are gonna need a copy of Glyph Designer. It's a $39.99 product that is used to create the bitmap fonts, the fonts that we're gonna apply to text candy. And lastly, you are gonna need at least a copy of Corona version 2189 or higher. So with that, let's start with the first step, which is creating the bitmap font. So here I have Glyph Designer, and I'm going to create a new file. And for this project I'm going to start by changing the font to Arial Black, and here to the right we can change the settings of the font. And I'm going to start by changing the fill from a gradient to an image, and I'm going to use an image of the savannah in Africa. So I just place the image over there, and as you can see, it applied the image to all the fonts, and we can change the size of the image, something like that, maybe half size. Now let's change the stroke to black and change the width to number 4 and apply an outer shadow, something like that, and an inner shadow. So I think it looks okay, or maybe get rid of the inner shadow. Yeah, that's better. Now let's preview the font. This is how it would look on a device of 4080 by 320. So let's see how it looks on a bigger iPhone. Zoom out. I think it's looking good. And if I add another row, yeah, I think it's looking great. So let's save the project first. So I'm gonna use two fonts, one for the header and another for a counter that I'm gonna use in the project. So this is the project, it's already saved. Now let's export the font. And as I said, this is going to be for the header, so let's name it like that. And here in export type we are gonna need Lua because we're using Corona. So the font is saved. So with that, let's close the project and create a new one for the other font that we are going to create. This time I'm gonna use a font called Double Feature. A little bit scary font size, so let's change the fill. This time I'm gonna use gradients, so purple there, and so here I want purple, and over here I want red, like that. And let's move the direction of the gradient fill. Now let's change the stroke to number 4, change it to black, and apply a shadow, something like that, and an inner shadow. Let's preview the font. I think it looks good as well, so let's save the project, the new project. This time this is gonna be for the counter, so I'm gonna name the project and font to counter font. Okay, so we finished with the font, so let's export the font. It's gonna be named as counter font on the same folder, and just select the Lua extension because this is gonna be used for Lua in Corona, and save. So let's close this. Now we have 2 project files, 2 Lua files, and 2 PNG files. PNG files have the images for the font that we're gonna use in text candy. So with that, this concludes the first part of the tutorial, and I'll continue with a second video now implementing the fonts that we just created into text candy.